You're listening to The Hammerin' Hank Show with Henry Ochs and Ryan Hoppe. The Hammerin' Hank Show.
Yeah. Yeah. Hammerin' Hank, legend on the airway spree. Autistic kingpin, Cali's hard OG. Wild 949, he the voice they need. Doghouse days, laying down the creed. Too legit to quit, Hammerin' Hank on fire. Mic in hand, lifeline and wire. Please ain't showing no tire. Underdog champion, always going higher.
What's up, Hammerin' Hank?
What's up, buddy?
Dude, how great do you feel today?
Extremely good, buddy.
So let's get right into it and turn up the music. So, for how long have you wanted to sing the national anthem at a Modesto Nuts game?
At least for the last several years.
And is it just because you go to a lot of the games that you just kind of felt the connection?
I love the team in the ballpark, but unfortunately they're moving to San Bernardino at the end of this year.
Oh, that's no good. Well, that means you literally got to do history, Hank. First of all, you got to do the national anthem, but you got to do it in the last year that they're at this ballpark, bro.
That's cool, buddy.
It is very cool. So without further ado, I will tell you, this morning I woke up to your text and I was pacing back and forth. I knew you weren't going to mess up the national anthem, but when I saw it, it absolutely made my day. So are you ready to relive that moment?
Yes.
From iHeartRadio, of Wild 94.9 on the Bay Area, we have Hammerin' Hank.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight last gleaming, who fought bright and bright stars through the perilous fight, for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare that on first seen air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Hank, do you have a middle name?
James.
Henry James Ochs. Not only did you knock it out of the park, but my mom sent me a text and said you are second ever to Whitney Houston. That is some good company.
Thank you, buddy.
I am so freaking proud of you. On a scale of 1 to 10, how nervous were you?
About 5.
Yeah, I feel like you going on the JV show and going on the Woody show definitely kind of gave you swagger in doing this. I feel like you just didn't seem nervous, bro, because you are a superstar. You are a radio legend, man.
Thank you, buddy.
So, let's play your clip on the JV show. Did they reach out to you?
Yes, he did.
Who reached out? Selena, Graham?
Graham and Selena.
We got to get them on
Buddy.
the show. What's up, buddy?
Thank you, buddy.
You are so welcome. Here is the clip of Hammerin' Hank on the JV show with Graham and Selena on Wild 94.9 in San Francisco. All right here.
A ton of really cool things. We're going to be giving away like a chemical peel and skincare, and you can get discounts on, Botox and fillers and all that stuff.
Getting anything done while you're there?
I actually am in need for some, I'm due for some talks, but I don't know if today's going to be the day because I do want to wear makeup in front of everyone.
Okay.
There's that. But 4 to 6, Prime Youth, we will see you there. All right, let's go to the phones. Is this Hammerin' Hank?
Good morning, Selena, Graham, and Jeff.
Hi,
Good morning, Hanky. So we brought Hanky on today because tonight is a big night for Hammerin' Hank. He's been campaigning for this for months and months and months. His dream was to sing the national anthem at a Modesto Nuts baseball game. And you guys, tonight is the night. They're taking on the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. Is that correct, Hanky?
That's very correct.
All right, and Hank, our very own Hammerin Hank, is going to be singing the national anthem tonight. Hank, how did this come about? Did they reach out to you, or they finally responded to one of your 10,000 emails?
Well, I sent them a national anthem demo video on YouTube and on their website, and they loved it.
Oh.
They did. Now, Hanky, because this is a big moment and you are going to be singing in front of an audience of, I don't know, anywhere between 48 and 56
49.
people.
49 people.
How many people go to a Modesto Nuts game?
Approximately 1,000 on a weeknight game.
1,000. Okay,
This is a big crowd.
This is a big crowd, so we want to make sure that you really nail it. What has your daily rehearsal schedule been looking like?
I've been studying national anthem videos on YouTube.
I don't know if studying is the thing that's going to get it done. We really got to get your voice and your vocals warmed up. Now, look, I was in the Napa High men's choir for 1 year, so I'm basically an expert.
Take it from Graham.
On all things singing. And the one thing I think we should have you do is run through a few vocal warm-up exercises with us, because this is something I used to do during my illustrious Napa High School choir career. And the one thing our choir teacher taught us was that you don't want your tongue to fail you, Hanky. So you got to get your tongue warmed up. Selena's actually going to lead you in a...
Hanky, we're going to put you through some vocal warm-ups to get you ready for tonight, okay?
You got to start with the basics, and it's getting your tongue warmed up. Selena's going to lead you in this exercise.
The first thing that we're going to do is warm up your tongue, but you have to kind of stick it out and go la, 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 la. But the key to this is taking your two fingers, your index and your middle finger, and then you kind of spread them apart like a V.
What does this have to do with it?
You hold it up to your mouth, and your tongue is going to la, 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 but like in between those two fingers. Is your hand up to your mouth?
Are you making? It doesn't sound like you're making the V.
Hank, is your hand up to your mouth?
The V's up.
Yep.
Okay, now go ahead on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, say.
No.
You're skipping all the steps. We got to work. We're working up to the song. You're going to start by warming up your tongue.
Good enough.
Okay, that was good.
Good enough.
All right, now we're going to move to something. Now that your tongue is warmed up, now we're going to work towards some of the vocal exercises. Again, we're getting towards the song. Now listen to this next one, Hanky. I'm going to need you to make this to get your vocal cords warmed up. All right, Hanky, your turn.
The band.
I think it was more of a lay.
It's okay.
But that's right.
Close enough, Graham.
Next one, they're going to get a little more difficult as we go here, Hanky, but this is key so that you really crush your performance tonight.
Okay.
Go for it.
Do you hear that one?
Bumblebee.
Yes.
Okay, we're getting there. I'm starting to feel some life again. Hammer and Hank on with us this morning.
Your dog's fighting. What is going on?
Oh, geez. Are you okay?
I'm on my morning walk right now.
Okay, well, don't. Maybe
Can you run past the dog?
Try sticking your tongue out at that dog and make a V with your two fingers, and then. Oh. There was a possum involved in that fight. All right, Hanky's singing the national anthem at a Modesto Nuts baseball game tonight, so we're just getting him warmed up. Hey, Hanky, here's your next vocal exercise. Listen close.
Mommy made me mash my M&Ms. Mommy made me mash my M&Ms.
Mommy made me mash my M&Ms.
Go for it, Hank.
Da dee dee, da dee dee da da da.
No.
Na dee dee da na.
No,
Yes,
Hanky. No. Mommy made me mash my M&Ms.
Mommy made me mash my M&Ms.
One more time.
Yes.
Mommy made me mash my M&Ms.
Good.
Yes.
That's good. Okay, we're getting there.
Okay.
All right, one final
This is your
one
final
here.
one.
This one's a little trickier.
Here we go.
Well, the computer froze. Not really a reason. Hank, listen to me.
Yes.
You had a lot of people that doubted you. A lot of people that thought, oh, it's Hammerin, and you knocked it dead, dude. You did better than anybody. And I'm going to be the person that uplifts you, man. You inspire me because throughout life, you have dealt with not shortcomings, but you've grinded because of your autism. And you make
Right.
award-winning PSAs, and you've been a part of the biggest radio show. And sometimes people feel like, oh, we're gonna bust balls, but you are a real life angel, dude. You are the most positive person in my life. You have changed my life forever, and I will always have your back, Hank, forever and
buddy.
ever. All right, Hanky. I want to lighten up the mood a little bit and less douchebaggery. Are you ready for the joke of the day? If I hit the music.
Yes.
Yo, punk, Ryan Hoppe, ride shotgun with Oak. Dropping these last crew, never going broke. The Hammerin' Hank show, keeping it raw. Jokes sharper than a blade, cutting through the saw. Every segment fire, humor like a burn. Tune in for the laughs, watch the tables.
Hank, since I do appreciate you for your actual talent, give me some of the jokes.
Why was the baseball team always in trouble?
Why?
Because they kept getting caught stealing.
Next.
What did the baseball glove say to the ball?
What?
Catch you later.
Next.
Why was Cinderella bad at baseball?
Why was Cinderella bad at baseball?
Because her coach was a pumpkin.
I like this, man.
What
Next.
do you call a baseball player who throws a grenade?
What?
A thrower.
You're cheering me up, dude. Next.
Why did the batter get hit by the pitch?
Why?
He had it coming. He
Okay.
was asking for a hit.
Next.
What's baseball player's favorite type of music?
What?
Swing batter, swing batter.
I love it. Next.
Why don't baseball players get hot?
Why?
Because they have fans in every stadium.
Especially you last night, buddy boy. Next.
What's the hardest part about playing the outfield?
What?
Explaining to your mom that there's grass stains all over your pants.
Next.
How do baseball players stay in touch?
How?
They touch every base now and then.
Oh, jeez. Anything else?
Why did the pitcher string to the game?
Why?
To tie the score. That's it for the jokes.
All right. You ready for pricking the news?
Yes.
Straight out the dim lit, Henry on the mic. What's this? Prick in the news, fools thinking they slick. Ryan got the scoop crew ready to expose. Shots fired, dodging pigs in the petty pros. Coppers in the back, Hoppy with that verbal machete. Every word a weapon, cameras rolling, y'all ain't ready. Keyboard warriors acting tough behind the screen.
The worst.
In the lines, you get sliced like a deli cheese. Prick in the news, he's
All right, Hanky. Who's your prick in the news?
My prick of the week is actually Elroy Smith, who let me let go from a radio station in San Francisco called Q102 back in 2016.
Oh, you mean the guy who's gone from job to job because nobody wants to work with him? That guy?
Yes.
Hanky, I'm gonna have a real talk with you. There were times that this is my not even prick of the week. This is my prick of forever. There have been people who have made fun of you because of your autism. There have been people who have busted your balls on air. And listen, you are the GOAT because you took it with stride. If anybody as a radio executive ever let you go, or if a radio host ever had to make fun of you, that says more about them being a coward. That says more about them being a loser. That says more about them not knowing how to utilize you because they're too lazy. That says more about the show not knowing what to talk about. Hank?
Kenny Rogers had a song called Coward in County way back in 1976, I believe.
And if it wasn't for copyright, I would play that song. Hank? I will always have your back. And we are in a new era of radio where I utilize you, but I don't make fun of you because I've learned a lot from you, dude. I think something that people really overlook with you is you don't have stage fright. For me, I can do a radio show, but no one can be in the room. Like I got to be by myself. But you've done Comedy Jam. You've dealt with crap on air. You sang the national anthem. Hanky, a round of applause to you, buddy. Henry James Ochs, I am proud of you.
Thank you, buddy.
Are you ready for pop trivia?
Yes.
Let me hit the music, buddy.
Turn on the show with Henry and Ryan. Pop trivia questions, yeah, no lying.
Yeah.
Got my mind sharp like a blade that's flying. They asking those questions, got my brain frying. Hammerin' Hank's got the mic up high. Pop hits playing to the end of the sky. Gotta keep it real, can't let it slide. Answers in my head, can't let them hide. Pop trivia, yeah, we bringing the heat.
All right, what do you got this week, Hanky?
This song called The Night They Drove Old Dixie Down was the number 3 hit record by this Barry artist on the Billboard charts in 1971. Could you please name the artist who had this hit record?
Paul McCartney.
No, Joan Baez.
Next.
This soft rock band from Los Angeles had a top 5 hit record in 1971 called If. Do you know which group I'm talking about?
Steely Dan.
No, Bread.
God damn it. Next.
One more. This former Beatle had a number 1 hit record on the pop charts in 1975 called Don't You Listen to What the Man Says.
You said former Beatle?
Yep.
Not John Legend. Who's the John that got assassinated?
No, Paul McCartney.
Damn it. It's not even the guy. I can't think of his name because I'm super stoned. Dude, you always bring the hardest questions because I wasn't born yet. And I'm proud of you. You make it unique. Hanky.
Thank you, buddy.
Let me play this music. Good old American Idol. You've been an American Idol fan for a while, right, Hanky?
Yes.
What is your favorite part about American Idol over the years?
I love the old school American Idol better.
Yeah, this new one's a little weird. Hanky, what is your take on the American Idol finale?
Well, Jamal Roberts won American Idol.
Yeah.
He's a gospel singer from Mississippi.
What does Henry James Ochs think of that?
It's okay. I wanted the female country singer to win.
Do you like country music?
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
I can't stand it. I think it's awful. Puts me to sleep.
Sometimes it puts me to sleep too.
Hanky, let me play this music here. Oh yeah, do you know what time it is? It is NBA playoffs. Last night, the Oklahoma City Thunder
humiliated the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yes, sir. What did you think about it?
It's so good because I wanted the Timberwolves to win. And Oklahoma City, they have the best record in the NBA.
They did have the best record in the NBA. So are you saying you wanted OKC to win?
I wanted Minnesota to win.
Yeah, me too. But Anthony Edwards, man, whenever his team needs him, he has not been showing up, dude. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's all the women he's been knocking up. Hanky, I am rooting for the Pacers. What about you? Pacers or Knicks?
Knicks in the major upset.
Why do you want the Knicks?
Because I haven't been to the NBA Finals in generations.
About 53 years, I believe. Hanky, I'm rooting for the Pacers because I like Midwest swag. And this just in, Tyrese Halliburton has swag. You have swag, Hanky. You got BDE yes. too.
Yeah, buddy.
You don't let anybody get you down. All right.
Right.
Here's the deal. We're going to come back on the Hammer and Hank show. And we're going to keep this party going, but we're going to play some of your PSAs. Does that work with you?
Yes, buddy.
Sounds good.
The Hammerin' Hank Show.
Hello again. It's your favorite San Francisco DJ, Hammerin' Hank. I may look normal, but the truth is, I have a condition known as autism. That's right, it's a condition, not a disease. Fact is, autism can strike anyone, regardless of who they are. People with autism normally have difficulties in verbal and non-verbal communication skills, social interactions, and leisure activities. In a recent study, people with autism are less likely to have a job and more likely to become homeless. I beat the odds by having loving friends and family, having a college education. I have even worked in the San Francisco Bay Area as an honored personality for many years. Always remember that people with autism want the same things as you, to be happy and successful. To find out more about autism, please contact your local mental health center or visit autismspeech.org. This is Hammerin' Hank, and I appreciate your kindness. People with autism are often treated like they are different. Believe me, we are. Hi, this is Henry Ochs, but my buddies may have known me as Hammerin Hank. I was labeled as slow when I started school. Come to find out at the age of 12, the doctors decided I was autistic. Now at the age of 48, I have completed an associate degree in radio broadcasting and worked in the San Francisco Bay Area as an on-air personality. So yes, I am different. People with autism have no needs, no different than you. Laugh, love, and learn to gain education and join the workforce. I did it, and so can anyone else with autism. So when you meet someone with autism, don't feel sorry for them, work with them. Tick season's here, and with it comes the risk of Lyme disease, a condition which affects over 500,000 people every year. If not treated, early Lyme can lead to debilitating later stage symptoms. Check for ticks and remain vigilant for symptoms such as fever, headache, and fatigue. For more information on prevention and treatment, please visit BayAreaLyme.org.
You're listening to The Hammer and Hank Show with Henry Ochs and Ryan Hoppe.
Hanky, those were some award-winning PSAs, you superstar.
Thank you, buddy.
Bet some of your haters don't have award-winning PSAs. Now,
That's right.
Damn right. Now, Hanky, what are your future radio goals?
To get back into commercial radio,
Hanky, what if I told
preferably
you,
on weekends.
what if I told you podcasting's the future and you need to promote the show more?
That'd be cool, buddy.
We are already doing the show, dude. Wherever you go, if it's the next time you sing a national anthem or the next time you're on the radio, be sure to name drop us, okay? Please.
All right, buddy.
You are so good. What did you think about the American Music Awards?
I didn't watch it, but some Eminem, he won Best Male Hip Hop Artist.
Are you an Eminem fan, Hanky?
Sometimes.
Yeah, I like his earlier stuff. His later stuff's a little too angry for me. It makes me want to punch people. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean?
Yep.
Hanky, who is your buddy of the week?
My buddy of the week is definitely everyone who stood by me over the years, including my buddies from 189, 91 Degrees, the Woody Show.
Yeah, especially the Woody Show. Shout out to the Woody Show.
And also shout out to the JV Show.
Yes,
also.
sir. The Woody Show, though, has
my buddies at the CV First Church in Castro Valley.
Yes, sir. The Woody Show, what I like about them is they talk to everybody like they're human beings. Like when you were on the Woody Show, that was like a legit interview, bro. You were amazing on it.
Yes.
Now, Hanky, also, is there any shout outs you want to give?
I had to give a shout out to my best friend, Like Eagle, my dad, who's not feeling too well right now.
I'm sorry,
my
bud.
sister Pet, my dog Marley, everyone at the CV First Church in Castro Valley. Also, all my buddies who work in radio or who are, I worked with.
You okay, bud?
All my buddies who I worked with over the many years I've been in radio.
Now, Hank, is there anything else on your mind?
That's it.
All right, Hanky, let me load the music real quick because we can't just end the show without this crazy music that makes the club go crazy. Before we get the final word from Hammer and Hank, Hank, how can people find you on social media?
You can find me on social media at DJ Hammerin Hank, on TikTok at I Am Hammerin Hank, and on YouTube at DJ Hammerin Hank.
And you can listen to more of this show, HAMMERIN Hank. All 14 episodes are on Spotify in a playlist. And also on this feed is Happy Hour, which is my award-winning, nationally syndicated morning show vibe in a podcast with celebrity news and throwback hip-hop. RYANHOPPE radio on all platforms. All right, Hanky.
Yes, buddy. And I'll talk to you real soon. Peace in your hood.
Bye, buddy.
Peace in your hood, buddy.
Enough of that. To anybody out there that ever has Hank on the radio to either make fun of him or shares posts on social media to make fun of him, Screw that. Life's too short. Hankey's the real winner in that situation.
The Hammerin' Hank Show.
P.S. Here is Hank's amazing appearance on The Woody Show. And then my appearance on the JV show 10 years ago.
One of Menace's friends.
Yes.
This has been a dream of his. And he actually is going to accomplish that. He's reaching his goal. And he's going to be singing at a minor league baseball game?
The Modesto Nuts.
The Modesto Nuts. Ladies and gentlemen, the anthem singer for that game is Menace's friend, Hammerin' Hank.
Hey!
Hi, Hank.
Good morning, buddies.
Hi.
What's up, dude?
Yeah, Hank, it's been a long time. It's been a long time since we've talked to you on the show. How are you?
Extremely good.
Well, congratulations on the anthem. That's big news. Menace had told me that you really wanted to sing this, and you wanted. Now, why the anthem, and why at a baseball game? Like, where does that dream come from?
Because I've always wanted to sing the national anthem at a major or minor league baseball game.
Okay. Is it kind of like how Menace has always wanted to get a key to the city?
Yep.
So it's just kind of random.
All right, just a random thing. Now, are you a good singer, Hank? I've never heard you sing. Would you mind giving us just give us the first verse? We're not going to go through the whole anthem, but a
little practice.
Yeah, this would be good practice for you. When do you get to do this, by the way? When is this happening?
May 28th at the John Thurman Field in Modesto. They're taking on the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes.
Okay.
Sweet.
All right, so May 28th is when it's happening. Hammerin' Hank will be the anthem singer. Now, are you prepared to give us the first verse here? Do you need to look up the lyrics or anything? Do you know all the lyrics by heart?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light?
What so proudly we hail. Come on.
The twilight's last gleaming, whose lost stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched. We're so gallantly streamed.
You're going to do great, Hank.
You're way better than me, Hank.
Yeah, girl. Yeah, you're going to do great. So when you show up, do they give you a ride to the ballpark? Do you get like a jersey with your name on it? Like
a limo?
Yeah, like what other perks come?
I'm going with my friend Mark Birkin.
Okay.
Oh, he's good.
Yeah, and then do you get to bring like a bunch of friends and family with you so they can see you sing the anthem?
Unfortunately, my sister Servette is unable to make it because she has to work the next day.
The next day?
Smurfette, dude.
What do you mean the next day?
You can take the time off.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
She has to work the next day.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
man.
Hank, I'm really happy for you. I know Menace has been keeping us updated on this whole thing and about how you wanted to sing the anthem. I think that's really cool.
On your journey.
Yeah. What are you up to these days? Like where are you working? What are you doing with your time?
I'm trying to get back into radio.
Oh, you're trying to get back into radio.
Because it is DJ Hammerin' Hank, are we right?
Yeah. I mean, Hank used to have his own weekend shift.
Oh, that's right.
And then you got fired, right, Hank?
Yes, I did, unfortunately.
Why? What'd you do? I've been fired. What'd you do to get fired?
Because of low ratings, I believe.
Oh, low ratings. Oh, that'll do it every time.
Sometimes the public doesn't know what good art is.
Yeah, that is also true. But in the meantime, that was years ago that you got fired from that radio show. Like, what have you been doing in the meantime? Like, what are you doing for work right now?
I'm hosting a podcast with my buddy Ryan Hoppe.
Yeah! Oh, really?
Good Ryan.
I had no idea you were doing that.
I forgot that happened.
Menace.
I saw some announcement, but I totally forgot.
Menace, you've been holding out on us. We know Ryan Hoppe. Ryan Hoppe is like this.
Worlds are colliding.
He is like 8 feet tall.
He's
super passionate about radio. He shows up at all the radio things.
He's tireless.
How long have you been doing this?
6 months now.
6 months.
This sounds like something like a Menace Saturday night listening party.
Oh my God.
It's a joint.
Just for you.
What's the, hold on, I'm writing this down. What's the name of the podcast that you do with Ryan Hoppe?
The Hammerin' Hank Show with Henry Ochs and Ryan Hoppe.
With who? The Hammerin' Hank Show with who?
Henry Ochs.
Henry Ochs?
OCHS and Ryan Hoppe.
And Ryan Hoppe. That's a very long name.
I'm
Ryan
downloading that today.
Hoppe. All right, I will check that out. What kind of stuff do you guys discuss on your podcast?
General topics.
That's a good one.
General topics. I love general topics.
Pop
Those are
culture
hot,
in our
yeah.
personal
Keep it
lives.
like net.
Yeah. All right. Well, Hank, we'll definitely check that out. Hey, what's the deal these days between you and our other friend Half Baked. Is that still like a beef with him?
There's a feud.
There's a feud.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Now, where did this feud begin?
About 2002.
Okay, over what? Like you both trying to get airtime? Like what happened?
Both trying to get airtime.
Okay, so not like woman in between. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. That's
Fighting for the mic.
Lady radio.
Fighting for the mic. All right. Well, like that's a shame because we like full disclosure, we like Half Baked. We think he's a nice enough guy.
He's a very generous guy.
And you're always a very nice guy. And I think there could be, I don't know. I think there could be peace in the Middle East, you know?
Room for growth.
Yeah. Would you be willing to talk to Half Baked to try to bury the beef?
Nope.
No.
Why
Why
was
not?
a quick no.
Yeah, but why not?
No. It's raining here in Hayward right now.
Oh, hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, just joining us on the phone right now in an attempt to... I figured since, Hank, you are achieving a dream, maybe this is a time to let bygones be bygone. Well, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Half Baked.
Half-Baked, what's up, buddy?
Half Baked, you're on with
Let me tell you,
you're on with Hammerin Hank.
I will never forgive him.
You'll never forgive Hank? Why?
I hope he goes golfing with John Elway.
Jay! John Elway, the Denver Broncos quarterback.
I'm just kidding.
He's just kidding.
I was believing you.
I never had funk with him. I've always loved him, not like a brother, but as a friend.
Aww.
But he's a couple of beers short of a six-pack.
That doesn't sound very nice.
All right,
That's not loving.
Well, anyway, Hank, we were just trying to squash the beef. We figured this could be like an opportunity to turn the page. I mean, Hank is going to be singing the national anthem, Half Baked.
Awesome.
Right, let's be positive.
At a minor league baseball game, which he's realizing a dream. We just figured like maybe this would be an opportunity to... blank slate.
Well, I wish you nothing but the best. That is quite an accomplishment.
All right.
Thank you, buddy.
See? I feel like we did something here.
23 years later.
Great. Yeah. Hey, Hank, good luck and keep us updated on how the anthem goes, okay?
Can't wait.
All
right.
Real quick, Hank, what's the weather like again? I'm sorry.
Yeah, what's the weather like?
It's raining right now.
The JV Show.
1294.9 Bay's number one hit music station. The JV Show. Happy Wednesday to you. I am happy sometimes to help people out. Coming up earlier on the show, we played Young Vars. New, how old is Young Vars?
He's 18 years old.
18-year-old Filipino rapper. I thought he was pretty good. We played his music on the air. Now let's get to this guy, Ryan. He hits me up on Twitter and says, where the hell did that go? Oh, yeah.
Right there in front of you.
Hey, JV, I was wondering if you would want to do a few drops for my 2 radio shows. It would be a cool way for me to come back from a break. So, Scuba Steve, you hit this guy up. Where is he from?
He's from Chicago, Illinois.
All right. Hey, thank you for finally saying Illinois. You've been saying Illinois.
I have?
Yes.
All morning.
Really? I've been saying Illinois?
Yes.
Yes.
I didn't even notice that.
Hey, Ryan, good morning.
What's up, JV? How's it going, man?
Pretty good. So, you go to the school called the Illinois Center for Radio?
Yeah, and I will be graduating next month, so right now I'm looking for my first job in radio because I have 2 freelancing radio shows right now.
You sound a lot older than 20 years old. Are you sure you're 20?
Maybe. I might be 30 then. I'm not sure yet.
Ryan, because I want to ask you, you said you've been listening to JV since he was in New York 8 years ago. That makes you 12. So did that, was JV?
No, he's not 12.
No, that made him 12 when he listened to you for the first time in New York with Elvis. Did you kind of like, did JV inspire you to get into radio? You've listened to talk radio since, I guess, age 12?
Yeah, I used to listen to him back when he was in New York, and I would download all his podcasts, because what I would do is I'd go to my local library and look up radio shows, and I just liked what JV brought to the radio, so he's one of the reasons why I'm going into radio right now.
That's nice.
Oh, that's great. Is Ryan Hope, is that your real name, or is that a radio name?
It's Ryan Hoppe, and yeah, it's just Hoppe and Super Rich. That's the show I have. So
it's hot. So
cool.
Your name is not Ryan Hope?
It's Hoppe.
Oh no! Because I set something up. Oh, hey, you know the old. Have you seen Star Wars?
Yeah.
And so in Star Wars, there's this little scene.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
I was thinking this morning we could try you out with a segment called, Ryan Hope being our only hope, but that's not even your name.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that would work then.
No, we're gonna do it anyway. I want you to give us some advice. We're gonna start with me. Do you on your shows? You got what's your other show on? You have one at the school, and then where's your other radio show?
Well, I have the Hoppe and Super Show, and that airs on the Edge, onair.com at school. And then I have an overnight talk show where I mix like top 40 hits from the last 10 years, and then FM Talk, and that's on WNUR 89.3. Then I have a show called the Friday Sports Riot. It's on Sports Town.
You don't have to promote it. No one's going to go.
My bad.
No. It's fine. So, but would you mind giving, like if someone were to call up needing your advice, would you give advice?
I'd love to.
All right, so we'll start with me here. This is JV. Help me, Ryan Hope.
You're my only hope.
Here's my thing. So my wife Natasha, she and I we got hammered one night, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to do some role playing. I'm going to be this guy named Mark. I told you guys about this.
Yes.
Right? So I'm pretending to be Mark, and Mark, when Mark's there, he's talking all nasty. Maybe slaps her on the ass a little bit, hair pulling. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm a little more like, straight laced in the bedroom. But when we get drunk, Mark comes out. The last time we drank, though, well, two things. One, my wife is not having as much sex with me, but she wants to drink more, and then she wants nothing to do with JV. She's like, can you get Mark? Like, my wife doesn't even want to have sex with JV anymore. Just this Mark guy. It's kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. Ryan, you're my only hope. What should I do in this situation?
I think you need to do what makes your wife happy. So I think you need to be Mark, JV.
Yeah. I just need to turn into Mark. From now on, I'm Mark?
Yeah.
You guys, it hurts my feelings that she wants nothing to do with JV. This is me. This is who I am.
But she wants a little more excitement. I don't think it's nothing wrong with her being honest about that.
Couldn't you have come up with a better name? Mark is like hella boring.
It was just spur of the moment.
Exotic.
I'm not, well versed in the role playing. All right, let's get to Darrell here.
Help me, Ryan Hope.
You're my only hope.
All right, so Ryan, I met this guy on the internet, and I invited him over the same night we met, and of course we hooked up. We were physically compatible. He really enjoyed my company. I invited him over a second time. We did the same thing, but this time he told me he had a friend. And so I was like, okay, whatever. So I haven't heard from the guy since. No text messages, no emails.
What do you mean a friend, Darrell? I want to get this straight. So he said, I have another friend besides you?
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Right. So I haven't heard from the guy since. No text messages, no phone calls, no emails, Ryan. So should I continue to pursue this situation or just kind of leave it alone for what it is?
If this guy doesn't want to be with you, Darrell, then move on from him. He sounds like a douche.
I love Ryan.
I do too.
Okay, Ryan. Appreciate your honesty, buddy.
Yeah, just some good, honest opinions here. All right, so Ryan, you wanted me to do like drops for you. What are you looking for?
Be like, hey, what's up? This is JV from Wild 94.9 in San Francisco, and you're listening to the Hoppe and Super Show. Just things like that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right. Let me see if I can do one here. Yo, what up? It's JV, listening to the Who and What show?
Hoppe and Super Rich.
Okay, and I just had sex with Hoppe's sister.
Would that work, Ryan?
That's a bit weird, but I might have
that's
to
all I
make
can
it
give
work.
you, dude. I'm sorry. You're just starting out. Don't ask for too much. No, I'm just kidding. Ryan, off the air, I'm going to talk with you, and I'm going to give you whatever you want. I'm super happy that you listened to me at age 12 and were like, hey, this is what I want to do, and that you still reached out and are into the show and want me to help you. I'd be glad to do that.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you, JV.
Okay. Man, dude, they have the worst, most annoying voices in Illinois.
Don't you know?
I was going to say
Don't you know?
Or is it Boston?
Bobby's World. Boston's pretty bad too, though, JV.
Boston, Illinois, or Canada, or Minnesota.
I don't like Minnesota or Illinois.
Boston guys sound sexy, though. I don't know what you
Are you serious?
Yeah. Yo.
Yo, Mike Crackle, Hammerin' Hank on the tackle. Autistic mind sharper than a bone chillin' shackle. Henry Ochs with the hops, Ryan Hoppe in the spot. Radio waves hitting hard like a chef with the pot. Farewell, Hammerin' Hank, gotta close up the show. Legend in the booth where the vibes used to flow. Autism warrior, always running the glow. But all good things gotta let the curtain go slow. On the dial, spitting truth with his unique grind. Thoughts intertwined like graffiti on the line. Ryan on the mic, Henry's rhythm divine. They the blueprint, every beat they designed. Static in the speakers where the laughter used to ride. Hank led the show with that beautiful pride. Autism didn't stop him, not amplified. Hammerin' Hank forever immortalized. Farewell, Hammerin' Hank, gotta close up the show. Legend in the booth where the vibes used to flow. Autism warrior, always running the glow. But all good things gotta let the curtain go slow. Radio go, never ghost. He a host with the sauce. Henry Ochs and Ryan Hoppe, lightning never lost. Puzzle piece crown, man, this dude was the boss. City missed the voice, that's the ultimate cost. Farewell, Hammerin' Hank, gotta close up the show. Legend in the booth where the vibes used to flow. Autism warrior, always running the glow. But all good things gotta let the curtain go slow. Radio gate, never ghost. He a host with the sauce. Henry Ochs and Ryan Hoppe, lightning never lost. Puzzle piece crown, man, this dude was the boss. City missed the voice, that's the ultimate cost.
The Hammerin' Hank Show.